Choose your top play of the week now. We're looking for more top.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
Number 4.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. So with Ginobili on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Nash, Carter out there with Jokic. Then there's Embiid, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for the Knicks, Russell is out there with Pippen. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Jordan. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Lillard against Paul. Jordan kicks to Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got the opening field goal of the game for the Knicks.
How about that slick little move from CP3 to get the score inside?
2-0.
Jordan against Nash. Tries it from 19. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Michael Jordan.
It's going to be on Michael Jordan. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go. What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pippen finds Jordan. Lillard against Paul. There's the pass to Russell. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Nash. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
It's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
4-2.
Carter against Pippen. Stolen by Pippen. Pass to Paul. And so just over a minute and a half played. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Bill Russell.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
Now here's Lillard. Just could not put it together in that loss to San Antonio. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And it's Pippen in the corner. Paul surveying the floor. Off target with his 3. Paul's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Nash the pass to Lillard. Takes the assist and lays it in.
Lillard.
Picked out the pass nicely.
The assist.
Crazy, crafty in traffic. Lillard beats you with skill, quickness, and that tremendous will.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
First team foul. Chris Paul. At the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the great floor generals to ever play the game. He is the maestro at orchestrating offense.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Paul against Lillard. The rebound by Jordan.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Pass to Pippen. Kicks it out to Paul. For the three. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Lillard. Passes it to Carter. Nash with it. Fires the three. Offensive rebound.
And just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for New York and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Sinks the triple. Paul's got 7 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the Bulls decide to take their first timeout here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. Reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Tumbo is checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Bird comes in for Russell. Cooper, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Chris Paul. Johnson gets the bucket.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Now, here's Thompson. 9 points last game. Some solid defense from Pippen.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And here are the Bulls now, following the score by New York. Ginobili with the three. And the rebound goes to Johnson.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Bird against Booker. Here's Pippen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And Booker kicks to Williamson. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Bulls trailed by 9. 3 seconds separate the shot. Oh!
Wow.
Zion Williamson.
What a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now Pippen. Scoreless thus far. Down low. It's stolen by Green. No one near Williamson as he lets it go.
Zion
Good, and
Williamson.
it's Green picking up the assist.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
And so the first quarter is
That's
in the
the end of the
books.
first quarter with the score.
Knicks out front, leading by 5.
The Knicks.
We'll get things started in the
15.
second quarter when we
The Bulls.
return.
10.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead
Bulls
here.
foul.
So with Ginobili on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor.
First personal foul.
They've got Nikola
First team
Jokic.
foul.
Nash out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Carter.
Michael
And it's Embiid
Jordan.
in at the 5, roaming the
At
paint.
the line.
And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. You can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report. Here is Nash. Following the basket by Chris Paul. Launches it. And again, no good by Chicago. The Knicks leading by 10. Jordan the pass to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Timeout called the Bulls.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's
Making
a lot
a
to
move
figure out
right
right now.
That was
All
your
right, a
Knicks.
moment to check out stats for Embiid. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, checking in at about 33 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Now, here is Jordan. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Nash against Jordan. Shot to stop the run from 11 feet away. Goes back up. Gouging inside. It's Jokic.
Nikola
Oh, you
Jokic.
got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Jordan. And it's 13 points for Chris Paul.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The pass to Paul. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's good, 2 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Knicks lead.
Now here's
26,
Carter.
14.
9-point game his last outing.
Snappy play by Carter. The moment he's got an angle,
Vince
he likes to
Carter.
pull it.
Jordan outside.
3-point goal.
To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. Here's Lillard. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And if you look at the
Lillard.
stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
And it's Paul penetrating. Shoots over Lillard. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 10 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
19.
Nash the pass to Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Bill Russell. And with Jokic now a Finals
personal
MVP
foul.
and an NBA champion, Greg, he's
First team
already an
foul.
all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to
Nikola
pile up the
Jokic.
hardware and awards.
At the
Amazing
line.
what he could
2
accomplish
shots.
the next few years.
And the first one drops.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Mutombo, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Bird comes in for Russell. Cooper, he's checked in for Pippen. And it's Johnson in for Michael Jordan. So Chicago going with an almost entirely
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Green, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Thompson comes in for Vince Carter. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Steve Nash. And it's Devin Booker in for Damian Lillard. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for New York.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And the Bulls making a change here.
And once
Williamson's
again,
checked in.
for your Knicks City Dancers.
On the wing, Green.
Once again.
A step-back shot here. And that one hits back iron.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
And there's the feed to Mutombo. Yep, that one goes. Mutombo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
And that is why they call
Knicks
him
lead,
Mount Mutombo,
32,
chiseled
20.
like a rock.
On the wing, Thompson. And taken away by Paul. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Bulls ball.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Ginobili with the three. And the Bulls with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Cooper with the bucket.
And the ultimate
Michael
combo
Cooper.
guard. Johnson can pass with the league's best
Knicks
playmaker.
lead 34-20.
Booker against Johnson. Here's Green. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Williamson.
And how about the
Zion
offensive
Williamson.
rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And the basket by Johnson.
They're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now,
Knicks lead,
especially on the interior.
22.
Johnson against Booker. Goes up to the stripe. Johnson with the block. Bird against Green. Floats one up. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here is Ginobili. Thompson for the trip. And he
That's the end of the first half with a score.
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great
38.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. It's hard to imagine how he could have been any better in the first 2 quarters. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team.
And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
So with
Now,
Pippen sitting on
into
the
the
bench,
lineup for your
here's the
New York
5 for
Knicks.
Tom Thibodeau right now.
Scottie Pippen.
They've got Cooper. Johnson is out there with Jordan. And it's Mutombo. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center, locking down the middle. Pippen's checked in for New York. Here's Jordan. Second shot opportunity. Abdul-Jabbar misses. Bulls trail by 13. Pass to Jokic. The shot off that time. Mutombo with some nice D. Johnson left side. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Dennis Johnson.
Jordan's got his third assist on the
Knicks
night.
lead.
Another bucket
40,
down low.
25.
They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Carter hits the jumper in space.
Vince Carter.
7 points for Vince Carter.
Assist from
And a great look. Lillard
Damian
always
Lillard.
looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
Back to Pippen. Mutombo in the high post. He's against Jokic.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Carter, and it's sent back by Mutombo. Pippen feeling it out a bit. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Carter.
Look how Pippen stays
First
nimble
personal
inside,
foul.
adjusting to get the shot off
First
despite
team foul.
the contact.
The Knicks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Scottie Pippen. At the line, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Pippen simply put one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Russell, he's checked in for Mutombo. Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to
Timeout.
snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
That's right. It's T-shirt time.
While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. In third, the Knicks.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lillard, the pass to Nash. The 3. The rebound by Pippen.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent
27.
knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very
Bill
much, Kevin.
Russell.
We have seen officials cracking down in recent years on traveling
lead.
violations.
46.
The sense from the league was with the
27.
freedom of movement rule changes, it was becoming almost impossible to defend if ball handlers get away with, let's call it, extra footwork. It's been an adjustment for the players, but they're talented enough to make that adjustment.
Michael
Kevin?
Jordan.
Yeah, they are. You're right. A high skill level
Knicks
indeed.
lead.
DA,
48,
thank you.
27.
Here's Lillard. They get it back to halt the run from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got his third bucket of the night.
And one of the most prolific three-point marksmen in league history, Logo Lillard, has unlimited range.
Here's Johnson. No good. That's the first shot for the floor. He's missed 5 for 6. From 18 feet away. And the basket by Lillard.
Damian Lillard.
Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, taking what the defense is giving Lillard with an opportunistic shot there.
Outside, Jordan. Over Nash. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 7.
Unwilling to let up even
Knicks
for a
lead.
moment. That's his
50,
killer instinct,
32.
just fanning the flame.
One thing
2
I
minutes
enjoy is
remaining in the
watching
third.
players
2
who don't
minutes.
pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and
Damian
play
Lillard.
the right way.
Lillard against Johnson. Russell dishes to Johnson. off with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Great look, but off the mark.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Jokic finds Embiid. Lillard looking around. Pass to Embiid. It's Vince Carter on the wing. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by New York. Russell's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 15. Jokic doing the job inside.
Jokic.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Inside. And it's Jokic missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Jordan's got 10 points in the game.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Takes a lot of courage to get in there with those big bodies, and Lillard. No shortage of it.
Johnson, that's for 2. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it.
And so it's the New York Knicks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer's out. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The Bulls.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Nash sitting on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Joel Embiid. Zion Williamson is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Ginobili in a 2-guard. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. The rebound by Cooper.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Kicks it out to Paul for 3. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Thompson outside. To the inside. Embiid. Second chance shot. And no good. Mutombo is a nice D.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Paul can't get it to go. Bulls trailed by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And again, Chicago, no good. Passes to Bird. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Larry Bird.
Bird's got his first points in this one.
Well, the vision and the understanding of Chris Paul is something to behold.
Here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bird against Thompson. Bird passes to Mutombo. Beyond the arc. Bird misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Ginobili kicks to Thompson. He nails the jumper.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
Alert against Paul. Oh, Russell in position. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ginobili touched it last.
Knicks ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
New York calls timeout. Scottie Pippen's checked in for the Knicks. Jordan comes in for Cooper. Chicago also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Williamson. Hunter comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Booker in for Ginobili. The pass to Carter.
Knicks lead 61-41.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Russell's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Paul. Outside Russell. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
Paul dishes to Pippen. Lets the three fly. Lillard with the rebound.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Embiid
2
inside.
minutes
Covered by Mutombo.
2 minutes.
Here's Carter. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
At the elbow, Paul. Jordan in the corner. Over Booker. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in Ben. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chris Paul.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Johnson down low, working on Booker, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
And the second free throw, good.
And, you know, for a guy who sat on the bench his senior year of high school and was barely noticed by college recruiters, boy, DJ's proved a lot of people wrong.
Williamson, the pass to Booker. "14 feet away. The Knicks pull it in. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to Mutombo. Russell looking around. Mutombo. It's good on the putback.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Knicks ball. Coming onto the floor.
15 seconds left in the fourth.
Knicks. Scottie Pippen.
Johnson with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks.
43.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
One more 2K TV interactive question for you this week. How many episodes?
Let's meet the starting five for your San Antonio Spurs. 6.
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian. Now let's take a look at the Kings opening lineup. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Frazier in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, they've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with LeBron James. And it's Howard in at the four-man spot. Well, Grant, something these teams have in common is their phenomenal rebounding ability. Who do you see winning the battle on the boards?
You know, it could go either way. I mean, frankly, sometimes there's an element of luck on the glass. So we'll just have to see whose way the ball is going tonight.
Pass to Baylor. Here's Olajuwon. James outside. Clock at 6. Fades. Baylor, that's good.
Avoids the block thanks to the fadeaway. Quick thinking, and look, great touch.
Here's Drexler, down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
All right, guys, my favorite phrase of the 22-23 season, light the beam.
I'm going to be really honest, B.A. It was a pretty cool effect. The Kings lighting a purple beam from their arena anytime they won, it was a really cool rallying cry for the city. And look, it worked. Sacramento ended up ending the longest playoff drought in North American sports.
Here are the Kings with the ball now. Pass to Frazier, to the paint. Antetokounmpo against Howard. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Curry passes to James. The offensive rebound. The shot by Howard, no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. Curry against Bryant. Curry passes to Baylor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Baylor's got his second basket.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Here's Bryant. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Antetokounmpo against Howard. Here's Baylor from 7. Drexler grabs the board.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Here's Frazier, rejected by James.
And Braun with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Spurs. They trail by 1. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Drexler, unloads from 13. Count that bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Curry with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo, and the basket by Curry.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
Frazier, the pass to Bryant. And here is Antetokounmpo, guarded by Howard. Back to Bryant. Pass to McAdoo. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Timeout called, the Spurs.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at basketball.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group.
Fans, that was your Spurs.
And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. Sacramento in 2nd.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Here's Johnson, and out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Sacramento ball.
The Kings leading. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Moncrief, covered by Johnson. Moncrief, the pass to Gervin. Who poked away. Hill with the steal. He's got a clear path.
2 minutes.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, going into these back-to-back games, do you think coaches are more conscious of the disbursement of minutes in the first game?
You know, they have an idea of the total number of minutes they want their superstar in over the 2-day period. But it really comes down to how this first game goes.
For 2. Grant Hill.
And that's good as he hits both shots. A minute 58 left in the first quarter of the game. Moncrief, the pass to Rose. Pure from three-point range.
And at the arc, Rose definitely picks his battles, but when he sees his chance, he knocks it down.
Outside Johnson. Ewing passes to Harden. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Rebounded by Mourning. The Spurs have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Johnson. Pass to Mourning. Outside Harden. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. The Kings have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Moncrief, the pass to Rose. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Outside Johnson, pass to Mourning, outside Harden. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
The Kings have gone 6 of 11 so far. Here's Moncrief, covered by Johnson. Here's Rose. Drops in the layup for 2. Rose has got 7 points in the game. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from deep. And here's Harden. From the top of the key, he buries it.
James Harden.
Harden's gotten a second bucket on the night. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Kings ahead, leading by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up.
13. The Kings. 16.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Taking a look at Sacramento. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Frazier in at the 1.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
The 15-footer. And it's Drexler missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Inside.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
The Kings shooting a nice 50% for the game.
From LeBron James.
Pass to Frazier. Back to Bryant. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Frazier. LeBron with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for San Antonio. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Curry. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Dwight Howard picks one up.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. You know, there's some great ball handlers in the league today, but maybe not as much as in the past, RJ.
Well, most teams are more focused on ball movement now, B.A. Passing is the emphasis, not ISO play. But at the end of the day, you better have a guy late game that can do the ISO work.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Howard.
At the line for your Spurs.
And so he hits both. The Kings have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Bryant outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Moving screen.
And a quick look at how the Sacramento Kings schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they're off to Washington to face off with the Wizards.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
They grab their own miss. Here's Howard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Bryant outside. The three is up. It's a three-pointer. Bryant's got 7 points.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's McAdoo. He picked up 10 in his last game. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooter. For Stephen Curry.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Howard. Here's Baylor. To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's McAdoo. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. It's good on the putback. Antetokounmpo's gotten 4 this quarter.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. He's rewarded for his efforts right there.
The Kings making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The Kings have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And he lobs it up. Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Here's Roy, covered by Bryant. To the wing on the left. Here he goes. 6 on the shot clock. He got a piece of it, and he stays with it to the left side wing. Roy. No good on the 3.
2 minutes
The
remaining.
shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Here's Cowens. And another basket for Sacramento.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Here's Mourning. Antetokounmpo covering. A minute 29 left to play in the first half. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Baylor's got 7 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Gervin with the bucket.
Not the best pick I've seen, but look, hey, look, he got the job done, and that's all that matters.
Pass to Baylor. Here's Mourning. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Puts it up from 15. They get it back. Blocked! Out left to the wing. From deep, Rose. Another 3 for Sacramento.
A shooter of Rose's skill is just automatic. I mean, he's ready to strike at a moment's notice.
Harden with it. He's got 5 from the arc. Rebounded by Gervin. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
And Harden's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. A 12-point game. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Will it go? Sinks it from distance. Give him 8.
Big three-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be...
The Kings.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. It's fair to say that the second quarter belonged to them. They've now got a 9-point edge heading into the second half. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
They're going to work in the paint. Doing a great job. A good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to back it in a little more in the second half and try to force them down to stay.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
LeBron James out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. That one's no good. Spurs shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. James passes to Olajuwon. Here's Baylor, covered by Bryant. Baylor, that's good. Baylor's got 9.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Bryant outside. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. And the Kings lead by 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the inside. They swipe it. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. The pull-up. Here's Cowens. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
San Antonio.
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And R.J. Parody has been a lead goal. Last season was as closely contested as we've seen in recent memory.
Yeah, hopefully it's a sign of things to come. And with the new CBA, I think it will. While super teams do capture the imagination, I think a healthy competition is always for the best.
Hill, he's checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Howard. Back to Hill. Here's James. Oh, 2 vicious points from the King.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Bryant, the pass to Cowens. Six to shoot. Got a piece of it. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. Sacramento 3rd, 5th, the Spurs.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assists.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Trailing by 13. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, last year the NBA created a new award. It's called the Clutch Player of the Year. It's named the Jerry West Trophy. And West said there are few greater thrills than coming through for your teammates and fans when they need it the most. This new trophy will be awarded to the player who best delivers in those moments. Brian?
Yeah, that's a nice addition there, Allie. Thank you. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Bryant. He goes up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
Second team foul.
The first one falls. So the Kings making a change here. Holmgren's checked in.
Bob McAdoo.
So he gets them both. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. 15-point game. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Kings.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Bryant. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Assistant.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, you're the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Great positioning on the putback. Olajuwon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Here's Drexler. Bryant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Ball. Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Bryant. Checked by Hill. Kept alive by Sacramento. Holmgren can't get it to drop. The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in the third. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Bryant. The Kings have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Moncrief. Here's Frazier. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. It's James on the wing. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Here's Ewing. The rebound by McAdoo. McAdoo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Gervin. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Out of bounds. Kings ball.
There's a minute 12 left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim. It's part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
George Gervin.
The southpaw, hard and lucky lefty. He's a tremendous offensive player who
First
can pretty
team
much
foul.
get triple-doubles in bunches.
At the line for San Antonio.
And he makes the first.
James
Derrick Rose,
Harden.
he's checked in for Bryant. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Sacramento has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Rose outside. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Left side, Harden. Pass to Roy. Puts up a deep three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Tries again. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Drexler in at the 3.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clyde Drexler.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Sacramento.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And so he makes both from the line. Sacramento has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Frazier, the pass to Gervin. Here's Frazier. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Hill, the pass to Olajuwon. Knocked away. Back come the Kings in transition. Gervin with the bucket. And the Kings lead by 15. And Curry's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Howard. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Frazier. And a nice finish on the layup.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Curry passes to Olajuwon. Fader on the way. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Pass to Gervin. Here's Drexler. Gervin, pass to Frazier. Shot clock at 6. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. They get the rebound. Another shot. Blocked. And he recovers it. San Antonio shooting just 35% from the floor. Pass to Hill. Baylor, the pass to Curry. Over to the wing. The floater. Howard controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And the Kings call time here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
LeBron, he's checked in for Hill. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan of his team, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Snatched up.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points. Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target, and bagging the rebound.
James, left side. To the left wing. Howard finds James. Here comes LeBron. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Man, this guy, he just lives in pressure. He's so cool in those moments. Very aware of the shot clock situations at all times. I'm not even impressed anymore.
Pass to Gervin. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. James, outside. Here's Olajuwon. Puts it up from 17. Here's Howard. Antetokounmpo with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Spurs ball. Team substitution. Clyde Drexler.
Shot clock at 5. And here's Curry for 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Kobe Bryant. First personal foul.
Well, we might as well count those free throw shots.
Second
Curry is automatic at the line.
At the line for your Spurs, Stephen Curry.
And that one falls for Curry. And he sinks the second.
A multiple-time champion and relentless competitor. Curry's drive to be an all-time great. Well, he's pretty much
Antetokounmpo against Howard. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Antetokounmpo drives in. Howard with some nice D.
That's just a bucket that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Bryant against Curry. Launches a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I think we knew Curry was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
And the Kings call time here.
Kings timeout.
They're leading by 4. We've got 1:28 left in the final quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Antetokounmpo against Howard. And he'll draw the foul. And to the line for two.
There's something Giannis continues to work on. Wanting to be the go-to guy at the line in the clutch.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5.
At the line for the Kings.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
James inside. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And here's Bryant outside. James with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The rebound by McAdoo.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Curry passes to James. Now Howard, covered by Bryant. Excellent D there from Bryant. Goes back up. Shots blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Remains San Antonio ball.
Timeout called, the Spurs. They trail by 6.
San Antonio timeout.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
No reason to gripe when we got the Spurs hype squad. Let's hear it for the Spurs hype squad dance team.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Are we even surprised at this point?
San Antonio
like he just shows up clutch. Oh, it's clutch time? All right, here you go.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for the Kings.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. 24 seconds left in the final quarter. Time called here.
Spurs.
San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're down by 6.
Once again,
we've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Goes up at the stripe. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Kings.
Out of bounds. Kings ball.
And an intentional foul right there.
San Antonio foul. Stephen Curry. First personal foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Harden, deep 3-point land. Oh, nails the triple!
Coming up big in the clutch. Harden, you know he loves these moments.
And that's an intentional foul.
Spurs foul. LeBron James. First personal foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. And San Antonio has possession. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Garnett out there with Havlicek. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Stockton in at the point. And for the Pacers, Tracy McGrady is out there with West. And it's Durant. Then there's Hayes. And it's Yao in at the 5 down low. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
And there's the pass to McGrady. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside, here's Garnett. Oh, that's blocked. And he's able to get it back.
A vocal forward who plays with an edge, that may be an understatement when you're talking about Garnett. He seems to thrive on trash talk and trying to get into the head of his opponents.
And Clark, when we take a look at your former team, the Indiana Pacers, is it fair to say they're a work in progress?
Most definitely, Kevin. I mean, I think they've got some really outstanding young talent, as well as a very experienced coaching staff. That combination should bode well for the Pacers' future.
West against Stockton. Just 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Back to West. Pass to McGrady. Launches from deep. Rebound Boston.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Luka Doncic.
Stockton against West. To the middle, Kevin Garnett with the steal. Doncic outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Lays it up off the glass. Chamberlain got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, right there, on display, the power and body control of big Wilt Chamberlain. He just shrugs off contact as if it doesn't even exist.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Down low, Havlicek. And he drops it in from the low post.
John Havlicek.
Havlicek's got 5 points so far.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Stockton looking around. Passes it to Havlicek. That's tipped. McGrady against Doncic. And that one's good. McGrady.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
On the wing, Doncic. Now the pass to Garnett. Taken away by Hayes. McGrady against Doncic. KD on the wing. Indiana moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's West. Stockton with the defensive effort. Boston leading by 6. There's the feed to Garnett. It's blocked.
You know, some might say Hayes plays the game angry, and there was definitely something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic
Substitution on the
so
court.
it's both teams making substitutions here. Irving against Doncic. Stockton from outside. Tries again, and Malone puts it in.
Boy, that big reach of Malone, so effective on the glass, helping him to get to the loose ball so he can throw it back in the hole.
And on the way from Irving for 3, it's rebounded by Malone. Boston is gone, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Stockton can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Irving can't hit.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And Garnett with the slam.
Kevin Garnett.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's Havlicek. Another shot, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Monroe's checked in for
Substitution
Indiana.
on the court.
And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for Indiana. Trailing by 10. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And he gets it to go.
Pete
The ball
Maravich.
movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And a wide open look for Irving. Malone with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Back to Malone. For 3, Maravich. So as we end the first quarter, already
The
a
end of the
double-digit
first
ball
quarter
game.
with the score.
Celtics out in
Your
front,
Pacers.
leading by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
The Celtics.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. They've got Tracy McGrady. Irving is out there with Hayes. Then there's Monroe. And it's Sampson in at the 5 spot. To the paint, wants to get it to Maravich, and does. And Greg, we still see players embellishing content. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys
At the line for the
keep
Celtics.
jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see
Maravich.
that?
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Irvin. And West subs in for Monroe. Maravich hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
West against Westbrook. Here's McGrady. Feeds it to Hayes. West trying to free himself up. And Hayes throws it down.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Poked away. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Boston ball.
So Boston ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Havlicek. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
John Havlicek.
Havlicek's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position. Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Stockton passes to Doncic. Here's Havlicek. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
John Havlicek.
Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Game is the first of the 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take.
First time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
And Indiana making a change here. Yow's checked back in. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper.
Stockton against West. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Obviously, Yao is just so huge.
Personal
defensively,
foul.
It's almost impossible to
Team
guard
foul.
him legally.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Celtics.
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year. That can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Here's West. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Stockton kicks to Havlicek. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Boston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, and a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Tracy McGrady. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Commissioner Adam Silver is always taking a fresh look at the league and thinking about innovation. The in-season tournament is an idea he's championed, and he knows it's not going to be an overnight success. Some fans and players may ask, why should we think this is meaningful? He says we can create new traditions.
At the line,
Kevin?
For Indiana.
You got to think that way. I like the way they're trying to delve into this brand new world of in-season tournaments. Good stuff, David. Thank you.
And Ming, boy, I tell you, this guy is so big. He's a dominant force who also has a touch that belies his size. This guy is a real force at both ends.
6 on the shot clock. The shot by Chamberlain, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Hayes. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Hayes has got his second basket of the night.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open teammate.
Havlicek the best to Garnett. Unloads. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Irving. That shot off the mark. Stockton with the defensive effort. Inside, looks for Garnett. He gets it to him. To the right side. Stockton dishes to Chamberlain. He kicks it to Doncic. Poke loose. And now West pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
First personal foul.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
At the line, for the Pacers, Jerry West.
The free throw dropped for West. Irving's checked in for Hayes. No good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Irving with the steal. West passes to Shades. Here's Irving, and the layup is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Malone. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Boston sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14.
Your Pacers.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball right after this.
37.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Out in front at the half is Boston. They lead by 14. Kenny, give us your take. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from John Havlicek.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the court right now for the Celtics. They got Stockton. Garnett out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Doncic, and it's Havlicek in at the small forward. Chamberlain kicks to Doncic. Pass to Havlicek. Garnett, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stockton with no one around him. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's West. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Boston leading by 11. And what a treat for the fans and for us to be able to witness a talent like Luka Doncic.
Amen and amen to that, Kevin. A generational talent. All eyes are on him when he's on the floor. Hard not to keep your eyes on him. He's so special in everything that he does. And every night he performs, you walk away to shaking your head at how good he is.
Outside Durant. Knocked loose. Havlicek against Durant to the middle. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Indiana making some changes. Sampson's checked in, and Monroe's subbed in for West. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Monroe outside. Here's Sampson. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound in this one. A nice shot by Doncic.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Durant for 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Passes it to KD. Durant drains it from distance.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
They get it again. Chamberlain. The layup off target. Pacers trailed by 14. McGrady outside. Shoots over Doncic. The shot by McGrady, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. In 2022, the NBA and the Players Association created a long overdue recognition payment plan for former ABA players. Commissioner Adam Silver said these pioneers made meaningful contributions to help grow the game of professional basketball. And we believe it's appropriate to provide financial recognition for their impact. Kevin?
Great story, David. All of your stories are great. Thank you so much.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Monroe. And yes, it's good.
The shake and bake moves of Pearl. I mean, a phenomenal ball handler who just kills you with that change of pace.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Celtics call
Adjustments
timeout.
are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming down this time.
First in points off fast breaks. And they were top 10 in assists. Really a good job of sharing the ball and utilizing every player on the floor.
And with the #1 ranking in fast break points last season, GA, I don't think you get an argument that they were the most entertaining team in the entire league. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Over to the left wing. Here's Gilmore. Sampson pulls it in. Pacers trailed by 12. The drive by Monroe. It's rebounded by Malone. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Missed inside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the basket by Shea.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
.51 seconds left in the third quarter. Pierce's shot is good.
We know he can hit that. Pierce, extremely confident from deep.
And the pass to Sampson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Tries from 16. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Irving.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Westbrook against Irving. The high post shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kyrie Irving.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, people marvel at the explosiveness of Westbrook for good reason, but he also is pretty crafty. This guy he's got some tricks too.
Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Outside Irving. Over Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Russell Westbrook.
They get Russell Westbrook.
I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
And a deep 3 from Westbrook, and the last second attempt does not go in for it. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Illegal screen.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. West is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Yao. And it's Durant. And it's Shea's in at the 4 spot. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Will Chamberlain.
Garnett can't get it to go. Pacers trailed by 11. McGrady with the ball. Chamberlain picks him up. McGrady passes to West. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Got a hand on it.
Excellent job by McGrady using his length to deny that shot.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And he nails the third.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Doncic outside. Here's Havlicek. Misses the three. Pacers trailed by 8. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boston ball.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against Sacramento, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
West passes to Hayes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Durant against Havlicek. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
West misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Doncic kicks to Garnett. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Kevin Garnett.
And the Celtics lead by 13.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
And the Pacers call time here. Without question, John Havlicek displaying his skills.
You know, that defense is helping us right now. I mean, he's got their number and he knows it.
Indiana making some changes. Sampson's checked in, and Monroe subbed in for West. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Back to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. Durant for 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Havlicek. Stockton with it. Back to Havlicek. Pass to Chamberlain. The Pacers pull it in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off bounds.
Pass to Doncic. Havlicek against Durant. Havlicek the pass to Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
Here, I got a question for you. How do you guard Garnett in the pick and roll? He can drive, he can spot up, he can make the extra pass. Basically, KG can do just about anything in this set.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. KD can't get it to go. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Boston.
Wilt Chamberlain.
allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
You know, Garnett is a willing passer, especially when one of his guys has a clean look.
McGrady passes to Hayes. Indiana moving it around. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 12 in the bucket from Tracy McGrady.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Doncic outside. Back to Stockton. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Stockton. Assist goes to
Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
Stockton showing you an acrobatic shot there, not letting the bump derail it.
Durant. And Boston with the rebound. Chamberlain got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Celtics.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
Chamberlain kicks to Havlicek. The pass to Doncic. Boston needs to get off a shot. And John Havlicek the bucket on the assist by Doncic. And the Celtics lead by 19. Durant the pass to Sampson. Will it go? And it's good on the layup.
Using some muscle against that contact that time, Sampson. Not easy to stop in the paint.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they...
The affiliation results from Season 4 are in, and the win.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Davis. Then there's Johnson, and it's Wilkins in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, we've got Damian Lillard. Joel Embiid is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Carter in at the 3 slot. It seems like rookies these days get more playing time right away compared to past generations. But Smitty, you were relied on immediately.
Yeah, I was a top 5 pick for the Miami Heat, and they were only in their 4th season as an expansion team. So I knew I was going to get a chance to play. I just wasn't sure how much.
Outside Carter. Pass to Embiid. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Anthony Davis.
Smitty, although the Chicago Bulls made the play-in tournament in 2023, they failed to get into the playoffs.
BA, kudos to them for wanting to remain competitive. But this is a team with several key veteran players on it. They've got some big decisions to make.
Now here's Johnson. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's Nash. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And the basket by Nash.
high offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from 14. Drained it for 2 points.
I mean, showing an understanding of the pick-and-roll game. Vital for a young floor general like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The shot by Lillard, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the middle. Here's Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Joel Embiid.
That's on Joel Embiid.
The defense, they're doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
For 3, here's Lillard. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
At the arc, Lillard can make any shot work. His accuracy is astounding.
Here's Johnson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Pass to Jokic. The fader. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Wilkins, good.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Outside Carter. Lets it fly from 18. And a foul called on the way out. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Dominique Wilkins.
You know, Grant, looking at the Milwaukee Bucks, they play in a sports-crazed state in Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin definitely loves their football. But
At the
Milwaukee
line for the
also
Bulls.
goes hard for their Bucks, which is a big reason for their recent success, B.A.
And so Carter nails them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Johnson against Lillard. Pulls up, high post. That one rolls around and rims out.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And he makes it.
And Lillard has a shoot-first mentality. Once he gets positioning inside, he looks to score.
Towns passes to Johnson. Pass to Wilkins. There's the triple. They get it back. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. For 3, here's Lillard. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Time called here. The Bucks decide to talk it over. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pull it off and play a great game.
Yeah, and you can see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
A line change here for Chicago. And some changes here for the Bucks. And here's Halliburton. Outside Edwards. Halliburton's got an open look. To end the run, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
First personal foul.
Well, when you think of potential 50, 40, 90 guys, Lauri Markkanen has the chops for it, Smitty.
It's so great to see him come into his own behavior. It took him a while to adjust to the league, but now the league's having to adjust to him.
Free throws off from Markkanen.
With his size, athleticism, and skill set, Markkanen can play at the 3, 4, or 5. He creates matchup problems for the defense.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Inside, Thompson. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Booker. Fires from deep. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Clever ball movement by Klay Thompson, getting the rock to a guy with a better look.
Edwards, a pass to Wembanyama. Porzingis for three. Nails it from three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Thompson. He's scoreless. Here's Ginobili, guarded by Edwards. Ginobili, no good. The Bucks have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Markkanen, the pass to Porzingis. He's off on the layup.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And he gets it to go.
What concentration from Green there. So talented at varying shots and playing through contact.
Markkanen outside. .27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Porzingis. Over Williamson. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Halliburton.
At 7-3, tough to challenge Porzingis' shot without making contact. That could have drawn a whistle.
Yep, that one goes.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
9 seconds left now in the first quarter. Edwards, a pass to Porzingis. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Bulls. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
21.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Johnson, and it's Wilkins in at the small forward position. And when it comes to defining rivalry, Smitty, you think both sides have to win big, or is mutual dislike enough?
You know, I think BA winning really brings the rivalry out, and I think it has to go back-to-back years. Also, a little bad blood doesn't hurt a rivalry when both teams just don't like each other.
Just 5 to shoot. Nash misses. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
Having swept this team in the regular season, they completely imploded in their postseason matchup.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Zion Williamson is doing his homework. He said, quote, I watched a lot of old school players and I tried to figure out their mindsets, and all of their mindsets were the same. People remember winners. So whenever the time comes for me to be done with the game of basketball, I want them to say he was a winner. Guys, he's on his way.
So true. Thanks, Allie.
Magic Johnson.
Here's Nash. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And the basket by Nash.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Johnson. Up and in on the layup. Johnson's got 6 points.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Here's Carter. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Pass to Wilkins. Drives to the hoop. The shot off that time. Oh, nice D from Carter. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Towns. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Carter.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Nash. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Lillard against Towns. That's in there. Davis with the assist. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Dance team.
Now that we have a chance, let's check out the teams that are scoring the most points off turnovers. Fifth on the list, Chicago.
And if you turn the ball over when you play this team, you're going to regret it. They just have a knack for knowing how to capitalize off other teams' mistakes.
Here's Williamson. No points so far. And there it is for him.
That's about as tough as a finish you'll see. But when you're up against someone as strong as Zion, contact doesn't faze him.
Edwards against Thompson. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Second chance shot. He gets it in there.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Williamson looking around. Fires the 3. Ginobili, no good. The Bucks have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Well, it's not hard to get excited about what Wembanyama could potentially bring to the league, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, possibly some of the biggest hype we've seen, B.A. Unreal ball skills at 7'4", and he's got that drive to be the greatest.
In deep, Booker gets it to go.
Having his way with the defense, Booker creates separation and nails the shot.
Halliburton on the wing. 8 points in his last time out. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to Williamson. Porzingis grabs the board. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Halliburton. The rebound by Devin Booker. The Bulls have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Trust Klay Thompson every time with the catch and shoot. He gets so well positioned and balanced to score.
Halliburton, the pass to Johnson. Back to Halliburton. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Ginobili. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Now Edwards. Outside Johnson. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
35.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it?
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
You have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook them.
And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
They've got Nikola Jokic. He's out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half.
Anthony Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Pass to Carter. Here's Embiid. Check by Davis. Out to the right wing. For 3, here's Lillard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Remains Chicago
And
ball.
a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then Monday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for their matchup with the Hawks, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
5 on the clock. Here's Carter, and they turn it over.
That's a
Shot clock
24-second
violation as the buzzer sounds. And a moment to check and see who is in the lead when it comes to blocks. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
He changes more shots than he blocks, and he blocks a ton of them.
And the Bucks making a change here. Johnson's
Anthony
checked in.
Davis.
And finished off by Davis.
There are just few guys can own the glass like Anthony Davis. He makes the play before the defense can retreat.
Outside Carter. Lillard outside. The 3. Offensive board. Here's Embiid. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second
Yeah,
personal
I love
foul.
the use of the shot fake by Embiid. Smart basketball there.
At the line for Chicago.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. Count the basket.
Magic
Johnson's
Johnson.
got 8 points.
Hey, they're just getting
Assisted
pushed around
by
inside.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Nash. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside Carter. Fires from the wing. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And looking at Shea's game,
Chicago foul.
there's a shiftiness to it. Keeps defenders
Steve
off
Nash.
balance.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Markkanen's checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Lillard against Johnson. Lillard passes to Jokic. Over Markkanen. And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-point lead. They'll take on the Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse after this one. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it. And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Here's Johnson, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Yeah, they're really working the paint now.
For Chicago, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Wilkins. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Some changes for Chicago. Zion Williamson is checked in for Embiid. Draymond Green comes in for Jokic. And it's Klay Thompson in for Damian Lillard. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony Edwards comes in for Johnson. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Halliburton's checked in for the Bucks. Green, the pass to Williamson. The Bulls with another miss. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Halliburton. Outside Edwards. Back to Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock.
Bulls foul.
The 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league. The Bucks, number 1. In third, Chicago.
And you really want to see these types of teams attack and draw fouls because they shoot it so well from the line.
At the line for the Bucks.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Chicago trailing here. Booker, the pass to Thompson. From outside, off the mark.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Booker. It's Booker in the open floor.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Here's Halliburton. It's good. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Williamson. Three-pointer. The rebound by Markkanen. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 16-6 run. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Halliburton. It's stolen by Green. Now Booker. .43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Ginobili. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Ginobili's got his second basket on the night. Halliburton on the drive. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Williamson with it. Outside, Green. Leaner from distance. Booker no good.
When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leaner?
Now here's Wembanyama. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Missed it. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Bucks ahead. They're up by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
53.
Moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Come on, let's keep it going. The ball movement is good, guys. We're getting great shots.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Edwards out there with Johnson.
Assisted by.
Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Wilkins in at the 3, the small forward. Carter on the wing. Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. The rebound by the Bucks. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Beat you in a number of ways. Davis can shoot it, can drive it, can also pull up with confidence.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Wilkins, pass to Johnson.
Chicago foul. Vince Carter. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Here's Towns. Here's Davis.
And there's never been any question about the value of Embiid's defense. And as one of his teammates, it's a great feeling to have that kind of defender beside you.
Pass to Carter. Johnson against Lillard. Now here's Jokic. The 3 is up. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Outside Johnson. To the paint. Here's Wilkins. That shot off. Oh, nice D from Carter.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the shot's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Johnson with a bucket.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
And Davis slams it home.
You can see how locked in AD is at the moment. He's feeling it and the shots are falling for him.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
Timeout for the Bulls. Give it up one more time for
the Bucks making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Embiid. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 now. To the middle. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Davis.
Karl Anthony Towns.
And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Nash passes to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Wilkins with a rebound.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. 11-point game.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Alley-oop up top, hammer it
Dominique
home.
Wilkins.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Here's Carter. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. The Bucks have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Anthony Davis.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels
Timeout for the Bulls.
These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. You got to like what Anthony Davis has done in this game.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking team down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. From 7 feet away, here's Nash. The shot misses. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And here's Davis. From 7. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
The assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. Now Jokic. Milwaukee with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 16-5 run.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bucks.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Davis.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Rebounded by Johnson. And the Bucks with the possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Towns. Good on the shot.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Carter from outside. Not going to go that time. So this one belongs to the Bucks. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It wasn't enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to...
Rise may have not taken the win, but we have to give props to MIH Ty for the solid effort. I mean, check out these stats. With the most wins, rebounds, and...
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. With Peyton on the bench. So this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. We've got Anthony. O'Neal is out there at Malone. Then there's Nowitzki, and it's Kuzi in at the point. And for the Knicks, Michael Jordan is out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Pippen. Then it's Kareem, and it's Russell in at the 4 spot. And it's game 1 of a back-to-back for him. Brent, does that mean you have to hold back just a little to save some energy?
No, not at all, Kevin. You're going about this game to try to get yourself in the rhythm and play at a high level. And you can worry about the next game when the next game tips. But right now, it's all about this moment.
And Jordan has it in the corner. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Jordan. That one doesn't go. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Kuzi passes to O'Neal. And the pass to Carmelo. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
Carmelo Anthony.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Russell. Jordan high post. Over Anthony. Brooklyn with the rebound. And now just over a minute played here in the first. O'Neal high post. Working on Abdul-Jabbar. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. That'll put Shaq on the line. That one on Pippen. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shaquille O'Neal.
The free throw off from O'Neal.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
And it's Pippen missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And he makes that one.
Shaquille Offense O'Neal. Clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Anthony against Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Michael Jordan. At the line.
Free throw good, Jordan. And for a team in the NBA's biggest market, Brent, amazing that it's been 5+ decades since the Knicks' last title.
That's unbelievable. I mean, they've been close a couple times, but that has not been in recent history, Kevin, as you know. They've had a lot of great players, but man, it just shows you how hard it is to win in this league.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Jordan way outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
Michael Jordan.
Pass to Kuzi.
Next lead, 9-5.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. Down low, here's Pippen. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Anthony's shot is off. And it's Paul with the ball for New York. Trailing by 2. They're getting their first look at the season at the Nets in this one.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
9-9.
Kuzi passes to Malone. O'Neal high post. Passes to Carmelo. Here's Kuzi. still scoreless. Just 3 to shoot. Nowitzki for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Paul, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Nowitzki
2 minutes
outside.
remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Paul. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Kuzi passes to Anthony. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here are the Knicks. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Paul, right side. And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
And not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from it.
Timeout call to Nets.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
For the Knicks, Larry Bird's checked in for Pippen. And it's Johnson in for Chris Paul. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Back to Payton. Takes the 13-footer. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral, his length and reaction time, so impressive.
Kidd kicks to Payton. Back to Kidd. 4 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From deep, Rodman. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Johnson. Back to Jordan. Some nice passing by New York here. To the inside. Bird. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The ultimate combo guard. Johnson can pass with the league's best playmakers.
15-9.
Outside Kidd. Inside. To stop the run.
New York foul.
Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First one falls for him.
Yeah, and Robinson
Second team foul.
is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
And that does it for the first quarter.
That's the
Knicks
end of the
lead
first quarter with the
5-4.
score.
And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter
15. The Nets. 11.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Mutombo. Then it's Jordan. And it's Bird in at the small forward position. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Jordan. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Brooklyn trailing. Payton inside. He's defended by Jordan. Payton gets the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The pass to Johnson. Floats one, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously. And it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Pippen comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Cooper in for Jordan. Anthony's checked in for the Nets. Nowitzki comes in for Rodman. Here's Payton. The layup missed.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Out of bounds. And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Russell, he's checked in for New York. Chris Paul comes in for Johnson. New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Anthony, the pass to Eaton. Nowitzki up top. Over Pippen. Nowitzki, no good. The Knicks leading by 4. Pippen with it. Now Payton defending. Goes up on the wing. Pippen can't hit.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down. Here's
Mullen. That misses off the backboard. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Paul dishes to Russell. Tries it from the top of the key. Eaton grabs the miss. Eaton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Paul for 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pippen with the bucket.
Merciless move by Scotty with the ball, completely unbalancing the defender.
Outside Anthony. 19. Mullen against Cooper. On the wing, Mullen. Nowitzki outside. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Mullen that time on the assist by Nowitzki.
Chris Mullen.
Mullen's got 7 points for the quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bounce pass, Pippen. Got a piece of it. Pippen against Nowitzki. On the wing, Payton. .139 left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. Nice D from Russell.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pippen, the pass to Paul. Outside Russell. Back to Paul. Pass to Pippen. Over Nowitzki. Pippen, no luck. Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Payton. Nice D from Russell.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Dirk Nowitzki.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
The free throw good from Pippen.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Mutombo. Bird comes in for Russell. Jordan's checked in for Cooper. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Paul. Nets shooting 43% for the game. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Malone, the pass to Rodman. Back to Malone. Here's Kuzi, defended by Abdul-Jabbar. At the tip, and Robinson is right there.
David Robinson.
And the Nets lead by 1.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Johnson outside. No good, shot missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Nets. They lead by...
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. And after being behind to start this second quarter, they came out rolling and now maintain a slight edge. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, and now with the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Scottie Pippen, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, so this is who Kevin Ollie has out there. They've got Malone. He's out there with Nowitzki. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Malone. And it's Kuzi in at the point.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer, who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
Anthony's checked in for Mullen, and he's good on the second. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Knicks. It's a 1-point game. Pippen misses.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Pippen finds Paul. Got it. Good job in the low post. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And Chris Paul shrugs off the contact. He's just so poised under pressure.
Anthony, the pass to Kuzi. Malone looking around. Over Russell. Malone misses.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Paul passes to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And CP3 with that court awareness, it's legendary, exceptional. I realize when his guys are wide open.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Jordan outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And stolen by Russell. An even 3-on-3 break. Jordan dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by Shaq, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
In transition, here come the Nets. Malone passes to Nowitzki over Paul. That one's in there. The New York Knicks cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Nowitzki.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Tipped away and taken away by Paul. Finished off the break. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Timeout called the Nets.
The Nets call timeout.
So for the Knicks, Tumbo is checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Bird comes in for Pippen. And it's Cooper in for Jordan. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Outside Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Dikembe Mutombo.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Robinson hits them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Paul passes to Mutombo. Back to Paul. On the wing, Bird. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Pettit. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Knicks lead, 36.
Outside
32.
Kid lets it fly.
2 minutes
Russell with the
in the
rebound. The Knicks leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Cooper. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Jason Kidd.
They get
First
Jason Kidd.
Foul.
And, you know, Michael Cooper reportedly doesn't cut his fingernails. Opposing players have actually complained about leaving games with huge scratches down their arms.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Rodman's checked in.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Kidd against Cooper. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Ring shot on the way. And again, it's the Nets missing. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Rodman against Bird. Paul outside. Cooper against Kidd. High arcing shot. It's good on the putback. Mutombo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
Outside Kidd passes it to Rodman. Outside Robinson. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Bird looking it over. .29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. To the left wing. Cooper against Kidd. And it's Cooper missing. Here's Rodman. Robinson. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Paul's shot is off. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The Knicks.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Pippen sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now.
Coming onto the floor for
we got Mutombo. Michael Jordan is out there with Cooper. Then it's Russell, and it's Bird in at the 3. Cooper kicks to Jordan, and it's good off the glass.
Michael Jordan.
And the Knicks lead by 8.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
34.
Mutombo against Shaquille O'Neal. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep that time for 3.
Pass to Mutombo. Jordan outside. Here's Russell. Malone with the block. O'Neal looking around. Kuzi passes to Carmelo. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 5. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. Has every move you can ask for in the paint area.
Outside Anthony. Over Jordan. Anthony missing again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Bird. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Cooper. Anthony on the wing. To the middle. And on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Shaq.
Couldn't tell if they tried to foul Shaq there, but didn't matter.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Timeout, New York. Once again, fans, make some noise for your Knicks City Dagger.
Take a look for New York. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Russell. Pippen comes in for Larry Bird. And Dennis Johnson's subbed in for Cooper. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Nowitzki. They get it again. Malone. Mutombo with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Rebound, Brooklyn. Malone's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nets trailed by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Now the pass to Jordan. Open for 3. Rebound by Anthony.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I like their defense today. We don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Here's Johnson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 5.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out
Dikembe is so active on the glass.
And it's sent back by Mutombo. Outside Jordan. Drives to the hoop. And then slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
48-41.
Pause the rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Nowitzki. Shoots over Pippen. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. New York takes timeout. They're up by 5.
For your Knicks.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the rebounds player of the game, Michael Jordan.
And I love that it's been a hard charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Russell, he's checked in for Mutombo. Here's Pippen. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Defensive foul charged to Dirk Nowitzki.
Here's Kuzi. A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. And here's Anthony for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Carmelo Anthony.
Anthony's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Knicks. Pippen outside. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end. And that appears to really tighten this game up. .12 left in the fourth quarter.
Jordan trying to free himself up. He gets that one.
Dennis Johnson.
And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out. What should be a nice win here for the Knicks.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession. He made his presence felt in so many ways.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Tumbo is checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Burden for Russell. Kidd, no good.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests. And that's just enough.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they